So we were out of camp at like 6:40 this morning, maybe 6:50. We packed up quickly. My back's doing better. Not all the way better, but I'll take a little bit. It's just awesome through here. The hike's been great since camp. Trail's been smooth. We're moving fast. Everything's coming together. All right, there's where we were going to try to make it to last night. It just ran out of sunlight. It's a nice walk from the last shelter to this shelter. We were able to get our resupply drop moved back to 3 o'clock today. And I'll be rolling in. Right now I have 1 tortilla, 5 pepperonis, and an emergency prune. Little Boardman Mountain. Some crazy climbing for a little bit here. So we're making pretty good time today. Beautiful day, beautiful morning. Sun shining, no wind, perfect temperatures. We are looking at tomorrow having a pretty significant rainstorm come through with quite a bit of rain in the forecast. But they have lowered the percentage down from 80% down to 50%, so it's trending in the right direction. If it does rain, though, we're probably going to be going into A-Ball Bridge with wet gear because it's supposed to rain overnight as well. I bet this is just like absolutely amazing in here during first snow. Can't even imagine how awesome that would be. No way around this tree. I've got to go under it, and with my back that's almost impossible. That was very painful. So I had clean spring water yesterday. It was absolutely amazing. And today, drinking river water. Must have came out of a pond. And it has a certain flavor to it. Probably drink about half a liter and then put a water flavoring in the rest of it, because it's, after having fresh, clean spring water, it's not as tasty. Alright, we've had switchbacks coming up Little Boardman, but now it looks like we're going straight up. And this is all ankle twisty, rocky, rooty. So it's looking back behind us. Still working our way up Little Boardman. Faced with a difficult decision. It's a white blaze in the middle of the split. Looks like a trail that way. Looks like a trail that way with a tree across it. But that way it looks like it isn't really a trail. And my far out app isn't working. It's not locating me. So I guess we'll walk until we find a white blaze or turn around. Looks like I chose wrong. That way led to a campsite a ways away. Here's that tree again. Here's the other way. It looks like a campsite's right here. It's all widened out. And see how it doesn't look like a path down here? But there is a white blaze shortly after the turn, so here we go. Alright, we started at 7 o'clock this morning with a plan to make it 15 miles by 3 o'clock for our food pickup. And right now we're on pace. Nobo Lobo got a ways ahead of me, and I am having thoughts of him drinking a cold Coca-Cola and jalapeno chips without me. So I'm going to catch him in the next 8 miles before he gets there, so we can enjoy a refreshing cold Coca-Cola and jalapeno chips together. It's going to be great. Look at this trail. I hope this continues for a while. We have made 10 miles by noon and have 5.5 miles to go for the next 3 hours. So we're in good shape. We are back to 1.5 mile an hour trail. Rock hopping through boggy bottom. That rock just rolled and I hit the inside of my ankle really hard on that point right there. Oh, not good. Guess I didn't explain that very well. The rock rolled while I was on it. I slid off and then it came back into position, smashing into my ankle. Man, I hope we hit some water this clear later. The stuff I'm drinking right now is awful. I'm gonna make sure we get to that food drop on time. I gotta catch Nobo Lobo. I think he knows it. We've definitely been on some 3 mile an hour trail for a while. Thinking I'm not gonna catch Nobo Lobo. He had a 20-minute head start on me. I had to take a little break. So that's all right. I should be pretty close by the time we get there. Check out this campsite. Got a roaring falls next to it. Or at least it sounds like waterfalls. At least a river. Tried looking at far out to see how far I had to go to our food drop. And it's still saying 5 miles. I know I'm closer than that. But it's not showing where I'm at. So I know I'm going to get there early. I think I've been going about 3 miles an hour. I'd like to verify that. I've been going for an hour at that pace. Still no Nobo Lobo. Still no idea where I'm at. Figured about 2:15. I'm going to try deleting my app. I can't re-download it, so I don't know what to do. Alright, just saw that I had a little bit of internet and turned my internet on. Had a whole bunch of messages flooded in. And it was from my beaver patrol from doing the wood badge course in scouting. And they're all cheering me on to finish this thing. Oh man, I was already having a great day. How much better is it now? Thank you guys. Appreciate you cheering me on. That's awesome. Also wanted to mention every beaver pond I have passed, or beaver dam, I have thought of you guys. Alright, I think I just spotted a size 13 boot on a log. A footprint. I might be getting close to Nobo Lobo finally. Well, this is scary. I just got my far out to change where I was. And it says the road was 3.3 miles behind me. But it shows I'm way off the trail. But luckily, I see a white blaze right there. And I haven't crossed another road. So I feel like I'm still going in the right direction. Alright, got our bucket. We got all kinds of food. And look at this, they brought blueberry pancakes, cold Coca-Colas, jalapeno chips, and Nobo Lobo beat me here by 3 minutes. He's a racer. So I've been messing with my far out all day. Nothing. It's completely off. I've signed out. It won't let me sign back in now because we have no internet. It did find me for a second when we were at Mary Jo Road getting resupplied. And now it thinks I'm at Mary Jo Road the rest of the day. So we stopped at a camp a while back just to say hi to someone that I hadn't seen since Erwin, Tennessee Rearview, who had been traveling with Timberwolf. That I have been running into Timberwolf lately, but I hadn't got caught up to Rearview yet, and had heard he was staying at the campsite, so we swung in there to say hi. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but earlier, many moons ago, he had told me that he was, first time we met, he had told me that he was a scout, Boy Scout, so he had seen my Philmont hat, and so I was really excited to see him again. We stopped and talked for a few minutes, but we were wanting to get some more miles in, so we're continuing on. But it was great to run into Rearview again. Another big milestone. A beach just a little bit before here. We hit 50 miles left to the top of Katahdin. I remember stopping money when we were 50 miles in on our trail. In between, can't remember the gaps now, Unicoi Gap and Dix Creek Gap. It's about halfway between those. Right outside Hiawassee was when we hit 50 miles. And now we got 50 miles left. Crazy. Well, we just went over a 285 foot of ascent. We're going back down. It feels like it's getting dark. I just pulled my phone out to check and it's only 6 o'clock. I should have about an hour and a half of daylight, maybe less than that. The further north we go and the later it gets, we lose daylight at the end of the day. I think I forgot to mention this the other day. We were in Monson and I got a picture. Be Safe summited Mount Katahdin while we were in Monson. We had hiked around him, FG and I did, for quite a while. Ran into him again in Gorham, and he cruised out of there in a big hurry and got summited. Really crushed some miles, so way to go. Be safe. Man, love seeing these guys finish.